to see it debuted here on stage. She looks fabulous tonight. Audience, what do we do? For comics whose set came together really well in class this week and look fabulous tonight. Keep it right on rolling, ladies and gentlemen, for Lisa Lewandowski.
Cameron's a sweetie, isn't she? My God, she's also the only other woman in Chicago that has better hair than I do. But it's one of those things, you know what I mean? All right, so in honor of the 40th anniversary of the Muppets, thought I'd get all decked out for you guys. So, I'm from Detroit. And the first thing I noticed when I came here to Chicago was, what are all these matching sweater sets these people have on? You don't do that in Detroit. So I'm looking around, I'm like, where are the sapphire blue zoot suits? The jazz musicians and the crackheads. Bronzeville. Made me feel a lot more at home. All right, so another fun fact, it is National Novel Writing Month here, and all over the world, actually. There's a guy named Chris Beatty from San Francisco, and he started this annual event. So since I have a Master's of Fine Art, and I've been working on a piece for the last 3 years, I thought it might be a good time to get my booty in gear and start working on my piece. So I took up an artist residency in Park Ridge, and been working on my novel, Around the World in 80 Men. Made it to Niles, Illinois. You know, there isn't a whole lot funny about my early days as a waitress in a strip club. There were some trying times, you know. I tried to take a professional approach to everything. Thought that might go well without compromising my morals. So one of the first things I got to do was put this body into a size 2 day glow short shorts over the required fishnets. But I wore two panties. I was no slut. I didn't really mind all of the sort of, you know, comments that were suggestive and all of the other sort of groping things that happened. No, that was my first adventure getting through that. Yeah. So, when I was promised $80 for me to show my tits and only got 60, you'd think I'd be mad, right? No. I figured I got 20 more than they were worth, so. You know, I think back, you know, sort of sentimentally about all of these things, and it's like, my goodness, you know, all of the burping and the drooling that happened and all the white powder on the tables. You know, I think fondly. Dancers are good people once you get to appreciate their art. That's what I find. Well, those are the good old days when I was employed, and like many others, we are faced with doing other things. Right now, I'm dating for food. And you know, the weird thing about dating is it has nothing to do with anything I actually care about. It just kind of go out, hang out, have dates. But the scary thing about dating is, at some point, you get naked, you know, and that's a little weird. But, you know, the stupid thing about dating, what I've decided is that, wouldn't it be so convenient if, like, behind the left ear, in sort of a non-obvious way, there was a return tag that sort of listed, you know, a heads up of like what you're getting into from the last person that dated them. Okay, here's this one. I like to get up at 4:45 a.m. and have sex. All right, great. And then, same guy, 10:30 p.m., I'm gonna pass out, you know, if we're still having sex. Okay, great. So, you know, or maybe if I read, has a dining room table, that would be interesting. A big you-know-what, and broke. At least I know what it's in for, and I know what to expect. But, so, Starbucks gives me hope for dating, because if those people, those employees at Starbucks, who I like to refer to as the coffee pimps with dental plans, can sell me fantasy coffee, then I would really like to go up there and order what I want. I would say, "Hi, cashier," and she'd say, "Hi, Lisa." I'd like a man who doesn't talk too much, tells me I'm beautiful all the time, and won't ask me for a blowjob. And then she'd look over to the barista perhaps and say, "Work one, fee my wimb." The barista would say, "Okay, got it." And I'd wait, really totally psyched though, you know? So I'm like, "Excuse me, what's a fee high wimb?" And she'd say, "Freaking miraculous hot impossibility with a mute button." But then the barista would say, "Grande or venti?" And I'd say, "Which one is bigger?" That's my time, folks. Bye, America.